Well, I have a different topic I want to go, and it's called the Moorish Science Temple of America. And what made me start on the subject was a guy I see online, and his name is Toronto Tarko Bay, and it's a big dispute between him and this one guy. And I've seen him talk on different topics, but to get more of a background, I said, "Wow, I heard something about the Moorish, but this is the Moorish Science Temple of America." And the Moorish Science Temple of America is, according to this article, is a religious organization by Noble Drew R. Lee, born Timothy Drew in the early 20th century. It issued the African American descendants of the Moabites. They are Moorish, and they are Moorish. Sometimes they spell Moorish, Murri, by orthodox, by nationality, and Islamic by faith. All put together elements and major traditions to develop a message of personal transformation through historical education, racial pride, spiritual uplift. His doctrine was intended to provide African Americans a sense of identity in the world to promote civic involvement. An organization with headquarters in Baltimore, claiming to be the only Moorish Science Temple teaching the full national side of Moorish movement. The Moorish Science Temple is registered business names on the Divine National Movement of North America Incorporated and Moorish National Republic. And this gives you more of a background. That's kind of long about the Moorish people and the Moorish Science Temple. And what I understood, because I would sit back and I listened to the one guy, and he's really an interesting fella. But it's a debate, and it was a situation he got into with this other YouTuber, and he's well known. And I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna show you on the video. But this is give you the background on the Moorish and why I'm doing the video on this topic, and it tells about their practice and belief, and he probably tells more about this on his tell you more about it on his channel, and it talks about the heritage, about the prophet nations. It talks about how they got started in America in 1913. And they they know their stuff, what they know about the Quran. They were part of a black, black movement that identifies with Islam. But one thing I know, I've heard about them before, but they are very well versed in law. And so when I was listening to him going through in Tarko Bay, and Nasheed was going at it, I said to myself, Tariq don't realize that how well trained they handle conflicts. The Moorish people are very, the ones who are Moors are very, and this goes back centuries, I believe, and I believe that they have always been in the place, even here in America. They always played a certain role, a spiritual role. Even I remember there was a painting of George Washington, and in the background there was a Moor, and so Moors play a very big part. So it tells me that they have always been around law. But anyway, during the 1990s, follows the Moorish Science Temple of America, and Washita Nation formed. I don't know if I said that right. Formed offshoot of a sovereign citizen movement which came into the known as the Moorish citizens or citizens. And more members believe the United States government to be illegitimate to attribute to various factors, including restriction following the U.S. Civil War, abandonment, gold standard in 1930s, the number of Moorish sovereign citizens, a certain possible ranges from 3,000 to 6,000, organized mostly in small groups, and several dozen. The Moorish sovereign citizens are considered a black people constitute elite class within American society, or and their situations ideology originated into a white, well, according to this article, white supremacist environment. In addition to this, Moorish Science Temple doctrine, the black Americans of the Moorish Science descendants, sovereign citizens claim immunity from U.S. federal, state, and local laws because of the mistaken belief the Moroccan-American Treaty of Friendship, 1786, grants them sovereignty. In reality, in 1786 treaty was primarily in a trade agreement. Some also believe that black Americans are the indigenous to the United States. The Moorish sovereign citizens movement is also expanded to include a few whites. Whoa. Wow. But yeah. So get back, there was this incident. So Tariq Bey is very fluent in the law. So this is what they're teaching in Moorish Temple. Tariq don't really should kind of like, he's back down. You can't match him. And this is no insult to Tariq Nasheed, but if Tariq Bey, he can beat you at law. He knows the law. They train up in spiritual, but they've been trained up in the law. So that's why when that conflict happened, and this was the situation that happened, I'm gonna take you to the video. That there was a conflict out between him and this guy, Tariq Nasheed, and Tariq Nasheed claimed to hit him, and because he felt like he was being provoked, Tariq he was out there to provoke something, start some stuff, so he tried to do it in his own way instead of trying to confront Tariq Bey, because it was due to something, because he believed that it was all based on he was squandering the people's money. So Tariq Bey feel like, well, let me go find out, let me go to do some research on him. The man is a good researcher. I mean, he's top of the line. And so, and I'm not siding with anybody, but when you mess with someone that they study spiritual and law, and they're trained and they well disciplined, and it sounds like to me that's why he didn't, when the time they got to the little conflict, he didn't strike him back, because they're trained not to conflict, because they can get in trouble out there. Because if it deals with some with courts, the Moorish people are taught to handle things in courts, don't handle things outside the court. And so, see if I can go to that video. But I'm gonna show you what they look like. Well, who is this Tariq Bey and Tariq Nasheed? I'm gonna show you. Some people know them. It's this is what they look like. I'm gonna show a video of it. See what I'm talking about. And when I listen to Tariq Bey, he's very well versed in the law. What she got over, he knows what he's doing. He's with Tariq. This is Tariq Bey.
All right, yo, what up, fam? What's going on? Yeah, man, step into the building, and as you walk in and wipe your feet, just remember, hit the like button. Of course, everybody else in the building. And as soon as you walk in, just
I,
give someone
I got this guy named Nappy Yankee.
okay. And you see the title, the um, you see the title, you see the faces. Think up at this point, everybody knows what happened. But I just want to take this from a different angle. As far as went down, that no one, or very few people, I'm sure other people have taken that angle themselves and have looked at all sides. But I've seen a lot of people, predictably, take the side of the pimp. And of course, that is where I'm just going to get into where Taharka might have, he could have done things a little bit differently. And if he went out there, obviously, to serve papers and do that, then I agree with it. A lot of people who are hopping on Tariq's nuts, they have no idea the backstory of how this went down. One thing I've learned with this dude is that he is a master. He's a master at throwing his hands and hiding his, throwing rocks and hiding his hands. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me just, test my sound out a little bit.
Let me see what.
Yeah, I'm good. This shit. And you're one of the people, you're not let into the garden. For anything, you can't come to a Knicks game, you can't. This is what this man does. It is his property. That man, James Dolan has the most, he has the best real estate maybe in the country in Madison Square Garden. He has the best really, that's got to be like the top 5 real estate in the country, Madison Square Garden. He owns that. He's by the pimp, that they don't realize how bad it makes him look. You're a big dude. And again, if Taharka ran up on him, where? That's what we got to get into. Where did he run up on Tariq? Because, see, let's just get into this for a second. Hold on a second. Let's just, now, look at where they're at. You see this thing, the Solidarity Hall, right? And you see the barber shop right there, all right? You see that? Okay. All right. That's the Solidarity Hall. That's the museum. All right? Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. So, you got that in the museum, okay? Now, check it out. You see this? Alright, let me turn this off because obviously I had some music on in the background when I tape recorded this. But look at this. That right there is where they were in front of. I'm going to move it up. You see that? That's where they were in front of. That's where they were in front of right there, where he backed them down. There's the barbershop. There's the barbershop. Alright? This is from Google Maps. So apparently this is all there. And look at the neighborhood. Look, this is the fucking hood. Look at this shit. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Let's just keep it moving. That's where they were. Alright? And there goes, this is the loan office. The building of the loan office. That is next door. Now check this out. What does this say? This says West Side Loan Parking. Right? Why am I pointing that out? Because all this parking right here is for the loan business. This is your shitty museum right here. This is your bullshit museum that you gave this nigga 1.5 or whatever, over 7 figures to buy. Look at this shit. Look at the area. This is the fucking hood. But here's my question though. They were over here fighting. How did they get from here? Like y'all are Tariq doesn't own the block? knocking on the window and all this other shit and doing goofy shit, then yeah, Tariq has a case. All you got, Tariq doesn't own the sidewalk. Like right now, James Dolan, who he's the owner of the Knicks, right? And right now he's involved in a couple of court cases. So what he's done, he's just like taken petty to an extreme level. What he's done, he's installed biometrics in Madison Square Garden. So anybody who has a case against them, lawyers, the participants, what have you, they are not allowed. He uses biometrics to make sure they don't come into Madison Square Garden. So if you walk in and he looks at your eye recognition and you're one of the people, you're not let into the garden. For anything, you can't come to a Knicks game. You can't. This is what this man does. It is his property. That man, James Dolan has the most. He has the best real estate maybe in the country in Madison Square Garden. He has the best really. That's got to be like the top 5 real estate in the country. Madison Square Garden. He owns that. His family owns that, right? So he can do that if you walk into his building. But he can't stop you from going to Penn Station, which is right underneath Madison Square Garden. He can't stop you from going to the Pennsylvania Hotel across the street. He can't stop you from going to Macy's. This is what this goofy Negro did. He's sitting there. He ran all across from here, obviously, if Taharka Bay was there, and he ran all the way over here. I said, look at this, yo. Thank you, United One. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, when you say did he get punched, my thing is this. Like, this Tariq I'm talking about sells a lot of wolf tickets for his goofy fan base. And keep him, like, you know what I thought about when he said this? I don't know if y'all remember, if some of y'all are sports fans, Derek Fisher, all right? Derek Fisher, listen, Derek Fisher's like, that dude's like, he got some snake in him, let's just say that. But yeah, I guess apparently Derek Fisher, he divorced his wife, got rid of her, and he started dating Matt Barnes' ex-wife, I guess, because they were close friends, and I guess, he took a liking to his ex-wife, and he started dating her behind his back, and Matt Barnes called his house. Some of y'all remember this story if you're into sports. He called his house, and his kid picked up the phone. He said, Derek is here. He's like, what? And so, yeah, so he found out through his kids, and he drove supposedly from, I guess, the Bay Area to LA or something more. He basically just drove like from one side of California to the other to meet up with Derek, and the rumor was, and he had said that he put his hands in. But when you looked at Derek didn't have any bruises on his face. He wasn't, you understand, I mean, Derek's a small guard. Matt Barnes is like 6'7", 6'8". He's a big dude. So if he put his hands on him, you'd know. But this is Taharka. This Taharka right here. Let me just let me go back for a second. Yeah, this is Taharka right here, y'all. Yeah, this is Taharka after the incident. All right. Where is the smack? Where's the bruises and shit? There ain't no bruises. And so, like,
Actually, 4 people said that there was no bruise on his face.
And unfortunately, Taharka Bay, and this is where he kind of fucked up in that he's given Tariq now more content. But we're gonna get into that a little bit more. Let's get back. Let me just get back.
That's the only thing he did.
This fucking this museum. This is in the hood, y'all. But yeah, explain how right?
Tariq.
Explain.
He said
Please
Tariq.
explain why Tariq. Because I just gave you the example. James Dolan can't chase people across 34th and 5th. He can't do that. Or 34th and 8th or 7th or wherever. He can't chase people into away from the garden. He can keep people out, but he can't go across to Macy's and step to dudes and put hands on them, because then he's out of his jurisdiction. Y'all don't even think about that. Everybody's sitting there making jokes and saying, "Oh well, see, I'm fear if Taharka Bay, if it turns out Taharka Bay was ran up into his business and started peeking in and all this shit. We can't peek in because we've already confirmed that dude got tinted windows. So, like, unless he did that type of goofy shit, what is it you aren't in jurisdiction to put your hands on dude?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fair. When Umar went on Roland Martin ambushed him. I'm fair when he went, and same thing when he went on Fox so recently when that hybrid went in
So
on him.
Taharka Bay had a camera on. He had a body camera on him. So when he did that, he recorded the incident.
Ran up to this dude's thing.
So he had a camera on it. That's what Taharka Bay did.
Tariq would need to chase him. But here's what I don't understand with the Tariqans though. And look at this. Look at where. Hold on a second.
This was in L.A.
I just gotta go back here. My dude, he sold you this. This is what
attacked
he sold
him.
you right here. This.
He claimed that he attacked him.
My last video, when we spoke about that Billy Bob and the Italian Museum, that is kind of like this. You see this? This is what Tariq sold you. He sold you this shit, which is supposed to eventually be this. But instead, he gave you this. And this. So, all the renters have gone now, from what I understand. And now, and this place, I don't even think this place can fit 100 people, can it?
No.
Can this place fit 100 people? He's going to need, because obviously there's going to be a big verse, and this is going to give it some traction. He's going to go viral a little bit. People are going to see what's going to go on. So, he is, let me see if I can get, hold on a second, I got to put this in here because, like, hey, hold on, I wanna just put this in the video because, let's see, actually I'm just gonna go straight to the website and show what you goofy Negroes are paying out here. And am I pocket watching? Yes. Absolutely I'm pocket watching. Alright? This is what you have to do to deal with con artists. He's supposedly supposed to be getting you reparations. How in the hell are you going to get reparations without pocket watching the government? What's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? What is wrong with y'all? You pocket watch, you this, you that. Nah, we holding you accountable. And this was a rush job. This ain't even no museum. There's no artifacts. How are you going to get a bunch of artifacts in 9 days? That's today is what, the 10th? 15 days, where are the artifacts going to come from? Dude is probably going to go to some swap meeting and pick up some statues from a bunch of Indians. He's already selling you pseudo shit. I told you that in my last video. But this video isn't about again. We've already gone through the con that is Tariq Nasheed. But let me go here for a second. And you gave him $1 million, right? For this shit, right? The windows are tinted. There's nothing this man can do. But check it though. Let's go down. Private VIP grant. So you gave your money already to this shit. You already gave your money to this shit. Now museums do cost money to go in, maybe $20 or, 30 or if it's a cheap museum, 10 to, listen, we got to beef up security because we got niggas like Taharka Bay, and then, they may infiltrate us, so I need money for security. That's where Taharka Bay fucked up. This is something he could have waited on. All right? I really think he should have waited on. Now, let me say this. Taharka Bay was accused of being a registered sex offender in Maryland. And Taharka Bay, neither his name now, or from what I understand, his government name, is in any registry in Maryland. Now, he shows his face online. The man shows his face online. So, I mean, how would you feel if somebody went out there, a big platform like Tariq Nasheed, puts out some false information that's not true? If he's working, it probably
That's why he went out to California shooting.
The thing with Tariq, I said, he throws his rocks and has his hands. Taharka Bay did not start with him. He simply questioned that picnic that of the FBI. He saw, just like all of us, everybody else saw, the divisiveness with the FBA bullshit. He saw all the divisiveness, just like I have, and Brandon and Michi and all these other people. And so he just spoke on it. And it's interesting how this dude, who's supposed to be so street, so hood, got all this game, and within days, he can get your government and get all of your history like that. But $150 after you gave this dude, and again, I'm just pointing it out. I'm like, I truly don't give a fuck about, y'all want to act like, but I'm just responding to dudes who are saying, he smacked him, he did this. Bro, the street here, you gotta ask yourself now. You gotta ask yourself, how did it get from here? How to get from here all the way across the street and chase that man down? He was backing down. If Tariq is 6'4", Taharka is 5'4",
plus there was cameras on the roof.
He was basically trying to bully him. And this idea that he was clout chasing or he was stalking him, stalking what? All right? Stalking what, bro? Okay, well, I see what it did. Yeah, stalking what, y'all? Like,
it was in the public, so he had a right.
Online
see, Taharka Bay knew what he was doing.
Or social media, you don't get clout chase like that unless you deserve the shit. Unless you said or done some real fuck shit. Like most people, and there are some channels that I put up in my community section. This one black woman, she's a teacher. The woman gets hundreds of thousands of views. Hundreds of thousands of views. Nobody clout chases or bothers her because she's teaching. That's what, and I gotta give credit where credit is due. Binary said this. Binary said, if you want some longevity as far as some of your stuff remembered, or if you want to have, if you want your videos to last, the educational stuff is where it's at, as opposed to the fuck shit. All right, the fuck shit's gonna get a little buzz, and then you gotta just keep doing fuck shit. But let's go into the pimps. Let's go into the pimp's video of how he went after it. I mean, how is this? I don't understand how this dude is supposed to have all this game on the street, and y'all are cheering this shit. I don't get it. Shout out Charles Mayo, what's up? Propane, what's going on? Let's see. Transcript, what's up? Yeah, I know this. This was nothing news and shit, whenever they bring up whites, they're like, yeah, you gotta be smart, you gotta be wise, brother. You know, you don't want to get in trouble. This is a scary dude. And again, if a guy who is obviously is bigger than you and he's coming towards you, 9 times out of 10, that is a pussy. That's a dude who can't fight. You take one blow and then when you hit him, that dude is gonna back off. Dudes who he's literally used his strength, and who brags about this afterwards. But hold on, let's watch the video for a second. There's a couple interesting things while this dude, street dude, snitches on himself. Hold on a second, hold on. Damn, I hate the fact that they made this a short too. Alright, so, hold on a second. Actually, I'm gonna go to this fool's, I'm gonna go to his Twitter space. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to this nigga's Twitter space. Because these shorts, they just sent the shorts over, and then basically, you know, once the short finishes, it just goes down. Let's go. Let's see. Wait a minute. Look, let's go to Tariq's Twitter space, because there's some interesting things here. All right, some of his foes are here. Look at this. I've just seen something on his Twitter space. Let's just go there for a second. All right, this dude is such a clown, and I don't even fuck with Brandon as far as some of the political shit that he's into. But let's see what happened here. This is Brandon, I guess. And it says why he run backwards like a bitch when I walked up. Alright? You know that, see, this is what I mean when I say that this dude throws rocks and hides his hands. You know that Tariq has a restraining order on this dude, right? Like the followers, the Tariqans are just, he has a restraining order on Brandon. So Brandon can't walk up to him and try to fight him or else. I mean, what a fool. So he has a restraining order on dude. Let's see what was said here. Let's see what happened here. Let's go ahead.
We got the fat boy. We got everything documented about this fat bitch. We got everything documented about this fat bitch. His attorney basically said, well, my client is a bitch. He only comes around when you ain't there. Your attorney,
can y'all hear this?
Your attorney said you were a bitch who only comes around when I ain't here.
That's true.
But
you lost in court today.
I won,
but you lost today.
We got your bitch ass shit documented.
The day was mine.
No, it's
your
not.
securities don't smile at him.
You still a fat buster bitch.
Okay. You lost today. But you lost
today.
Your
point, you only come around when I ain't there.
You lost today.
I didn't lose shit.
Hey, now you get an upload.
So basically, they just left court. I guess I'm gonna
got
get the
everything
update.
documented.
Tariq has a restraining order on this dude. So of course he's not gonna walk up to dude or on camera. Of course he's gonna back up on dude. Let's just see what's going on in the chat. So yeah, Tariq has a restraining order on this cat. So what is he saying? Now let's just go down. Let's see. Literally every single industry, dude. Nah, let's just go down. I mean, I can't learn shit from this dude. So, fuck out of here. Let's see. Let's go down. Taharka Bay. Okay. Let's hear what he has to say.
And so when I'm in the front, Tariq swings around in like a black Denali.
Oh, wait a minute.
And I don't really talk about.
So hold on. There is no restraining order. Is that what you're saying? I'm going to catch up to your update. So there's no restraining order. But again, he walks up to him. You got to be careful with Tariq because he can start these little beats. So he's gone. But why is this I appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel, bro. I really appreciate it. And the last one too. Thank you again. But why does but here goes Taharka Bay. He doesn't look like he got smacked up. Again, like Derek Fisher.
And so when I'm in the front, Tariq swings around. Tariq swings around in like a black Denali. And I don't really talk about this type of stuff, but since he said it, I'm gonna call it out. So he swings around in a black Denali. So I walks up to his truck. When he swings around, I walks up to his truck. I walks up to his truck. I said, oh yeah, you ready to talk about this like a man? And he said, what you doing in front of my place? What you doing in front of my place? And I backed up a little bit. I said, and so when I'm in the front,
So
Tariq swings around.
yeah.
Yeah,
man, he can't flag me with this shit. Look at this shit, right? Listen, bro. Let's listen to this shit.
Big Rick in the
I
house.
was gonna tear his motherfucking head off if I can't
Like,
come out
what
of
is this, bro?
I know he ain't left town. I done checked his flights. It's 8:20. So he around here somewhere watching.
No doubt.
He see you. Come on, go, D.
So
Big Rick in the
I
house.
was gonna tear his motherfucking
yeah,
head.
let's go to. Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's listen to this for a second. Hold on. Let's open this up now. Let's just look at this for a second.
Yo, that bitch Taharka Bay just came up here to the museum. Shout out to the security up here. Shout out to this brother here. I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bay. All right? Did you see me slap the shit out of him?
And he
I
missed
just slapped the
assault.
shit out of Taharka Bay and ran him the fuck up out of here.
If he did it, he admitted assault. Right on camera.
Right. That's number one. Tariqans, explain how this is a win, because I never claimed to be from the block, so I know there's a couple of hood niggas here. I'm not from the block. Explain how this is a win. Explain how this is hood. I want you to break it down for me, please, because I don't get it. How is saying this? And let's just go back for a second. Let me go back for a second, because look, you see this? Let's just move up. Hold up. Now look, you see this dude right here? Look at this dude right here. Now, first of all, security. Oh my god. No, now I think I see what this is. Oh my god. I was gonna comment on something else in the security, but when you look at this, oh shit. There's another point I wanted to make in the security, but this shit right here, now I know what he did. Oh shit. Again, I'm not, this isn't a teach or I don't give a fuck about the Tariqans, but when you see the security guard, all right, what does it say back there, folks? I'm going to see if just put on your thinking cap. What does this say right here? What does this say? This says Century Plaza, right? If you go back, right, and again, we're in the hood. Fried chicken and some folks. Oh my
Here
god.
to the museum. Shout out to the
He's a fucking security guard of the fucking plaza. He's a security guard of the fucking plaza. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This is the security. So, just understand something. Just think about this for a second. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are the same tactics that all these niggas use. He's a security guard of the plaza. Oh wait, let me go back. I didn't even think about that. See, what I wanted to mention, because we beat up on Umar and the janky shit that he does, and as far as who he hires, Dusty Don and Leon, and just get a bunch of old ladies to paint his shit, and we get on him about the dusty, unqualified people he gets. But look at who Tariq gets. This guy is not a security guard. This is not the security guard of that wanted to get to some sort of scuffle with some niggas he had no business in getting in a scuffle with. This man was the star of Death Row. All he had to do is stay up in his hotel room and just chill. But he went out there, got into a scrap with a dude who had like 3-4 bodies under him already. And the dude found out where he was, drove up to him and slumped him. Because Tupac didn't say, listen, just let the security do it and I'll just leave my hands clean. Nah. That type of shit killed him. So why would Tariq, and Tupac was only 24, 25. I mean, this dude, listen, he really didn't mature as yet. But here's a guy twice his age plus. And you're running up on a dude to fight him across the street where it's out of your jurisdiction. Across the street where he can say you chased him, you saw him backing up, and then you get online and you admit the shit, and you have a guy on camera who's a witness. Don't you know they can get him, they can call the security guard like, did this happen? Security guard ain't lying for you. Oh my God. Oh shit. This dude is a mall cop.
Bingo.
Holy shit. This is a mall cop. This is not his security. And what is... Oh, shit. What is this man... besides maybe the burger shop and shit.
Wow.
Possibly. What is this man protecting? But Tariq sat there and lied, and all his followers like, yeah, well, he hit him. Why would you just use just a little common sense? Just take a deep breath. Like your face is implanted between this dude's legs and shit. Damn, y'all see this? It's a mall cop. Oh my God. Shit. Oh shit, man. So understand that Taharka Bay has a case. Unless there's some video, and I find it interesting that the video for this came out mighty quickly, right? The video for this came out within hours, and it went viral with this dude beating up on yet another black guy and said I had to run his dusty ass out, blah, 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 blah. But then again, bro, no video of the supposed white supremacists that vandalize your shit. No video of that. And you know what we need video of? Let's show. Here's what we really need video of. We need, because obviously in this day and age, video is everywhere. So how about that barbershop? Because somebody was in the barbershop when this shit happened. Somebody was in the barbershop when this shit happened.
And I mean, get camera. He had a camera. Taharka Bay had a camera around on his body. He had a cop camera on his body.
A mall cop. Oh my God, what's up? It was artists. Yo, this. Listen, man. Again, the scam museum, and again, and let me say this about Brandon too. Let me go back to this dude's Twitter, but look, like I said early on, this is more like a personal beef with him and Tariq at this point, because he talks about cognitive dissonance, right? But this dude keeps the same way for Umar though. Like the same cognitive dissonance he claims that the Tariq fans have, he has that shit. And whatever, I'm not mad at dudes who are, if they like Umar, I'm like, it doesn't matter. Right now with Umar, I'm just enjoying the show at this point. These two, I don't know why some people think these two are different. It's like they're playing the same part. It's like James Bond. You got Roger Moore, you got Timothy Dalton, you got freaking Sean Connery, but they're all playing different actors, but they playing the same part, putting themselves into it. Same thing. Just shout out to KKC, broke everything down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time to break it down. I'm just commenting on this shit. This is comedy right here. A mall cop. Oh shit! And what is shit? That is the guy who protected your FBA history, bro. This dude can't even see his feet out in that hot weather. The sun's banging down on his bald head like a fucking bango drum and shit. Wow. I can just see what's going on in the chat. Oh my god. Oh shit. I don't know what to tell you. Oh shit.
Oh my goodness, you a mess.
Oh god. Oh shit. And this is him chasing. So again, how is this a win? He's chasing dude. Show me the video where Taharka Bay is running up on him. Show the video.
Yo, that bitch ass nigga Taharka Bay right there. Yo, that bitch nigga Taharka Bay just got slapped. Yo, that bitch ass nigga Taharka Bay right there. Yo, that bitch nigga Taharka Bay just got slapped.
This is your guys. This right here. Like again, if there's no video of Taharka Bay running up on dude, which I doubt. All right. And word is, and I don't know, but there's word that Taharka Bay, that he's good with the hands in Baltimore. I don't know, but I doubt that he's gonna look at this shit. I doubt he's gonna let a goofy nigga like this basically clown him. I really doubt that.
No.
But he's just gonna keep going with this FBA bullshit until it dies down. But
I'm gonna stop right here but talk a few minutes. What happened was Taharka Bay he had a body camera on, so he probably showed on another channel to show what the actual confrontation. Plus there was cameras on the way down, and he was across the street of his little what Taharka Bay say liquor store doors. And so at the time that this incident happened, so Taharka Bay was smart enough that if he would have gotten into a confrontation, he would have been in trouble. But Taharka Bay had a camera just in case something would happen, and he can show it to the law enforcement or anybody, or he can take it back on video, and then he got the evidence to take it to court. The Moors, they know how to fight in court. That's what I'm saying. Tariq just put himself into the jam. Now he had a case with Brandon, strike back Taharka Bay, who he tried to put his hands on, roll up across the street. He wasn't near his building, and he was saying he was out there to critique what he saw online to show his audience, because he went out to see himself. And what caused him to go out there, because he went to file papers because Tariq allegedly said that he's a sex offender. So that wasn't true, and Taharka Bay showed that on his channel what happened, and it was nothing dealing with that. So he got a defamation suit. That's why he went out there. While he was out there, he said, "Well, let me go by and see. Since I'm filing a lawsuit, I'm gonna find out." Now he got to admitting on camera. So if Taharka Bay can use the footage, plus he got footage of him with his with the body camera because he decided he didn't go out there to provoke him. It was on a public setting, and it is a public street, so you just can't sit up there and just and can't tell the man what to do, like Nappy Yankee said. You can't do that. He allowed the film, but he recognized who he was from YouTube, and he went over there, and he went in a costing manner, and you see what happened. And that was a bad move on Tariq Nasheed. And then he just admit that you assaulted, that if you said that you assaulted him, whatever. So he admitting on camera. So he got that on camera. Why would you admit to assault? He's not thinking. He's thinking hood-minded stuff, just to brag to his audience. But in the court, that means did you assault this man? That can work against you too. See, Taharka Bey, he knew that this happened. If it led to something like that, it could have been a fine. If they got into it and he was the aggressor, it'd have played in Taharka Bey's favor, because Taharka Bey probably more they teach them about how to handle conflict and all that stuff in the temple. And when you're in a situation like that, this is what some people don't realize, that. And I just showed what do they believe, what their spiritual practice, what they believe, to give you an idea of who they are. And so they know how to go get the paperwork just in case something happened. They probably teach their members how to get out of legally, how to get out of certain situations by the law, how to stay out of conflict by the law. So that's how Taharka Bey was able to say, "Hey, I'm gonna have something back up." He outsmarted Tariq in that sense. While you have these people with a hood mind thinking that you handle everything with a fist, but when you grown, you pay with a price a grown adult. You can pay with a fine, or you can pay with jail time, and that's true. And so Taharka Bey, he knew what he was doing. He's a smart dude, regardless of what you think, what he looked like or whatever. But he's a smart dude. And I would sit back and listen to some of the things he would say. Something like, "Well, this guy knew what he talking about." And the Moors, they know the law. So, like you said, it's one thing he could take it on the chin, but when you start attacking the man's family and talk about his wife and stuff like that, and his mom, then he said, "I'm gonna get you another way. I'm gonna get you legally." So yeah, Taharka Bey, he's a pretty smart dude from Baltimore. He ain't no dummy, and he was probably educated on how to handle conflict, because probably he was taught this is how the way you do. He probably was a hothead at one time, but he thought to use how to use conflict. Plus, he's a good entertainer, and he's very good at research. That man can pull up something like, God, dog. He pulled up about Tariq. We went all the way into his background, pulled up the family, the background, and I'm like, God. I'm like, geez. I mean, he did some stuff like FBI stuff. I mean, who was his mom, his parents was. I mean, he dig deep. And he said, "You don't want to do this," and I'm like, "Tariq, you don't want to do this." He got his little shadow way, but he opened the door up on Tariq, as far as legally and getting stuff over the internet, because he's a damn good researcher, and he a researcher behind too. But shout out to him, the Morris Temple, if you ever get hold see this video, but or his friends do. But yeah, that was a big mistake Tariq did. So it's gonna play in Taharka Bey's favor, and it was public information. If it's something public, Taharka Bey knew that that you can go out there, you can go out and stand on the public sidewalk in California and stand across the street and film. He do that, and even if somebody don't like it, there's nothing you could do. So he got something with him and this other dude, and the other dude telling that how he's making his case win against. So he's sliding down the hill, and people who are fans of Tariq, they they didn't think about that on a larger level. Cause they thinking strict, yeah, I mean, you got it, man. Look at that goofy son. Well, yeah, he might be goofy looking, but he was smart enough to catch him off guard. See, sometimes some people gotta know how to handle things as an adult. Sometimes it's not always the fist and the gun, it's always the mind. And that's how he beat him. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, but just giving you the background on who they were and what caused it up. I hope you enjoyed this video, share it, and shout out to Nappy Yankee and his channel for pointing that out. Alright then. Yeah, that was just not a smart move. Alright then, guys. Sorry for the video being as long, but just had to give you a good history on the Moorish Science Temple, on where they coming from in all aspects. And that's just a little information on them and where Tariq obey, how he's taught. He's taught this in his temple. Alright then, guys. Have a good one.